Hey folks, Andy here from Aussie Homestead. Going to do a short video, and I like short videos. So I try and get to the point pretty much straight away so I don't bore you to tears. I'm going to process some basil, and I do up about a year's worth at a time. And I just thought I'd go through the process of how to dry it and how to process it. This is not your normal basil. Your normal basil has that big green, glossy leaves, and it only lasts for about a year and then dies off. So you've got to replant it every year. But if you have a look at this little fella, this is called Perpetual Basil or Tulsi or Holy Basil. If you just internet Holy Basil, Tulsi or Perpetual Basil and have a look for this flower on this, you'll see that it comes up and it'll tell you all about the characteristics of it. Extremely high in flavonoids and flavours and oils and essential oils in these things is mind-numbing content in there. And if you could just smell just this one piece, it's fabulous. Advantages of this stuff: it's an intense flavour and it stores really, really well. It's absolutely horrid for making pesto. I've tried it, didn't like it. You could try it yourself if you want to pick up all those green leaves and make pesto the normal way. That's great, go ahead and try it. I'm not a big pesto person. But dried basil, I use it in my Italian cooking all the time. So I make a lot of homemade raviolis and a lot of Italian dishes. I love the combination of onion, tomato, garlic, and of course basil. So what we do is we cut the branches off and we stick them into one of these mesh bags. And you just pick these up off the internet, probably eBay or one of those bargain shops. They come in different sizes. I just happen to like this one because it's long and I can put all of my dried basil in there in big bunches and hang it up to dry. It takes about 4 weeks in summer to dry out until the leaves are nice and crispy, because you want to be able to put it through the food processor. So if they're too wet, it'll make pesto. You don't want pesto. We want dried basil. In winter, it's going to take a little longer to dry. You also notice the flowers on these too. They're bee attractants. See the pinky purpley flower on that? Bees are strange creatures. They don't see purple as purple. They see purple as black. Everything that's purple to them is really deep black, like the colour of this bag. And they can spot it from miles away. And this stuff brings in the pollinators like you wouldn't believe. We don't have many European bees because the varroa mite killed them all off. But our Australian native bees, the triple blue-banded bee, gee, try saying that with a mouthful of basil, and the little Australian natives are doing really, really well. So we're relying upon them for our pollination at the moment. I plant these in amongst all my fruit trees and whatever I need pollinating. There's this basil everywhere around my place. So I would do up massive bags of this stuff and I'd fill this jar up. When I finish with it, I'll show you how to do that. It lasts about a year for me. In fact, I easily get a year out of it. So we cut the stalks, put them into the drying bags, dry them out till they're nice and crispy. When they're nice and crispy, put them into the food processor. This is just I don't know, I don't promote products, but I've had this thing for 20 years. It's still going. Breville Whiz Professional 900 watts. Oh, cool. So it's a pretty powerful cutter. It's a powerful food processor. It's got these lovely marine grade stainless steel blades with the serrations on it. It chops it up beautifully, but I'm not going to bore you with details on how to use a blender, how to use a food processor. Put the lid on and hit the switch and mull it all up. When you've got it to the consistency that you like, and then I'm going to sieve it off. So I found this sieve at a bargain shop, and I think it was Wally World or one of those reject shops or something rather. Just, I don't even know the brand. It's what's it? Betty Crocker. Betty Crocker brand. I don't know if you can find the same one, but just try and find something with about 3mm holes or 1/8 of an inch in the old speak. And then when you've got it out of the food processor, you'll end up with this different consistencies of powder and bits of stalk and all sorts of things. Just whiz it through the sieve, go round and round and round, backwards and forwards. You know how to use a sieve. And you'll end up with this nice fine tea, almost tea consistency. If you find a bit of stick, just yeet them out. You'll find the odd bit of stick, no problem. I mean, they will cook down, but it just takes longer to cook them down. Then when you've got it to this consistency, then you can use about this much in your cooking and sprinkle it in with all your tomatoes and your onions and your Italian dishes. And if you could smell this, it's just fabulous. It's not very good tasting as a green object, right? But dry it and those flavours become intense, and the smell, you can smell it through your whole house when you're cooking. Hey, just a nice pinch into your cooking pot the last few minutes. I tend to put mine in last. Like I'll cook up some meat or whatever I'm cooking up, and then I'll put in the onions and the garlic and cook it all up until it's cooked. And then in the last 3 or 4 minutes, I'll just sprinkle in the basil because I want to get that flavour out of it. And if you boil the bejesus out of it, you won't get that flavour out of it. So it's very, very intense. And then we'll just tip it into the jar and keep going until it's full. And, you know, I've got bags of this hanging up. And then when you've got it all finished, you can put it into a jar with one of these seals in it. I don't know what they call these things. I use them as jam jar. I use them for all sorts of things. Seal that up and that. Label it basil, and that'll last you easily a year with 2 people, even longer. And it keeps because it's very, very dry. So there you go. That's how I process my basil. Remember that it's perpetual basil, not the standard basil. So look that up on the internet. And this is Andy from Aussie Homestead signing out till the next one. Hope that helps someone. Bye for now.